My name is Stevie Hasemeyer, and I'm one of the owners of Arcade Coffee Roasters. I was planning on being a missionary and moving overseas, and so the nursing program that was pretty new when I was starting was of interest, and so I started as a pre-nursing major at CBU. I met a lot of really incredible people while I was there. I had a lot of really incredible opportunities. I loved getting to connect with different professors. I actually ended up having a mentor relationship with Jeff Mooney while I was there too, which was very instrumental in my growth. When I went into Christian studies, some of the concepts and things about the Bible that I had never even considered just blew my mind. So I really enjoyed my time while I was at CBU. When I graduated from CBU, I ended up moving to China for 3 months. I wanted to have an opportunity to live overseas, and so I wanted to go spend time with the missionaries there and those people, just kind of see what the future could potentially look like. And so while I was there, I met some missionaries who were roasting coffee as a means of having their visas, and they wanted to start something in the States. And so I became the US side of their Chinese company, and our vision was that we were going to kind of bolster up their reputation here in the States so that they could go do more work in China. We had this hope and this desire to live in China, and that ended up not working out. And so we had more of a heart for our city and wanting to get young people and people with all these talents to stay in the city. And so we decided to go the cafe route, where really kind of fulfilled our vision of create shared moments and relationship and a sense of belonging for all, where people felt like they belonged to this community. Our purpose statement is to enrich lives by inspiring others to create shared moments, relationship, and a sense of belonging for all. I mean, that is why we're doing it. Coffee is not the end of this for us. Food's not the end of this. It's creating a meaningful place where people feel like they belong. I love it when people don't know each other and they meet each other in line, or they're sitting next to each other at in the store, and all of a sudden they strike up conversation, then they become friends. We want it to feel like when you walk in, like you belong. I think for a long time I thought the mission field had to do with going, and so for me it was looking like I was going to go to China, and then it took me a couple of years, but I started to realize that the mission field actually is here, that there's a lot of work to be done here. There are a ton of professors that invested in me along the way. Probably the most meaningful professor was Jeff Mooney, and we even have a relationship to today. It's crazy to see how the Lord has brought in all these different people that I had no idea, had no understanding of like what they were doing. That's actually one of the things that I have really appreciated about my time at CBU too, is there are so many good people that I got to rub shoulders with while I was there, who now are doing really great things. When I was named Entrepreneur of the Year, I'm like tearing up a little bit thinking about it. It was overwhelming. I wasn't expecting it at all. When Nick called me, it was after my business partner had passed away. It was really cool to be affirmed by my peers and people to say like what we're doing is meaningful. Because for a long time I didn't know. Like I thought it was just my parents and my friends supporting us. And so to have that outside affirmation was really meaningful. I get to live my purpose every single day because I get to inspire young. Inspiring others is a thing that I get to do everywhere I go. That term, live your purpose, has stuck with me for a long time. I didn't know what it was when I was at CBU, but I knew it was important to find out what that was. And it took a couple of years, maybe like 6-7 years for me to understand what it was. And I started looking back on all the things I had done in the past and finding out like this is it. Like my purpose is inspiring others.